everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a quick video, an informational video for you guys on how I make money on eBay. Now, I've been selling on eBay since I was in college. I use eBay and half.com as well as amazon.com to sell a lot of my used textbooks. Obviously, in college, textbooks are really expensive, and when you sell them back to the bookstore on campus, you get a fraction of the resale price. So I found that selling them on eBay would get me a lot more money, and that was my crash course in selling on eBay and learning how to ship stuff efficiently so I can make the most bang for buck and return less the cost of shipping. So I wanted to kind of learn the ins and outs, and I wanted to share my knowledge with my YouTube subscribers, since I know a lot of my friends ask me how I sell on eBay. Like, they want to know, how do I find time to list stuff? How do I find time to pack stuff? How do I pack it so that it's not really expensive to ship, and that kind of thing. So I have a few tips and tricks to tell you today about how I make money on eBay. Now, I'm not an expert, but I just wanted to share my tips and tricks with you today. So the most common things that I sell on eBay are clothing and beauty items. Because I buy and shop and haul so much, I also have companies who send stuff to me for review. I'm constantly going through my stuff and purging and selling and donating, so I like to keep a flow of stuff coming in and out of my closet and my collection. So for items that I buy that I never really reach for, never even have a chance to open, or I'm no longer interested in trying it, I will list stuff on eBay. Now, I also use Poshmark, but I have a separate video on that. I'll link it down in the description box, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just talking about eBay. So let's start with eBaying today. eBay has come a long way since its founding, obviously. I think the number one first step that you can take is downloading eBay's mobile app. So they have an app for Android and iOS, so you want to download that on your iPhone or smartphone or whatever you have. And their app is actually really robust, so you can shop, you can sell, you can search, you can do pretty much everything you can do on the website, most likely through the app. Let's say I had this lipstick, it's MAC Saint Germain, it's what I'm wearing today, and I never reached for it. Say I bought it and I lost the receipt, or I bought it at a CCO and I just never reached for it and opened it. I want to list this on eBay. The number one thing I would do is first search for the item and see how much people are asking for the item. So you can either do that by scanning the barcode if you still have the box for this, you can search, find out what other sellers are selling theirs for, and keep in mind the shipping cost. When you want to sell this, you can sell directly from the app. One thing to consider is you want to have good lighting, make sure the lens is wiped clean on your phone, take some nice pictures of the item, walk through the selling tool. It's very easy. It'll tell you all the fields you need to fill out. If you're selling, there's even an option to scan a barcode again and fill out all the product information for the item you're selling. You would just go through those steps, and then you pick out the photos you want to use. Write a little bit about the product, like make sure to mention if it's new in box, because that's something people look for. They want new and sealed and unused products. But if you're selling something that is used, say I tried the Scandinavia spray and I sprayed it 3 times and I didn't like it, but that's not the case. But I'm saying, what if, in a certain scenario, there might be a product that you sprayed a couple times and you just really don't like the product. I had this situation with a foundation and a BB cream I previously tried. I got them as a gift. I tried them once and they were just terrible for my skin. I couldn't return them, so I listed them on eBay and wrote very, very clearly in the description that the item is used and has only been used, and be honest, 2 applications or 2 squirts from the bottle. You want to give as much detail as you can, because that's really going to help the potential buyers figure out if you're legit, figure out if you're honest. You definitely want to keep the details of the product in the description. If you are selling makeup that is used, sanitize it if you can. So there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to do that. I personally don't sell that much stuff that's used. It's a very, very small amount of the total items I list on eBay. Most of the stuff I list on eBay is brand new in box, never opened, just something I'm not interested in trying, or I just got bored with it and maybe I tried a different color and I didn't really like it, or maybe I'm just trying to downsize stuff before I got a chance to try it. So anyways, so then you're going to get to the price and shipping option. Now, in my case, I only like to list stuff on eBay that is lightweight, meaning that it should be something that is lightweight and small and easy to ship. So obviously beauty products fall in that category. And in the case of a lipstick, this is something very small and very light. When I list on eBay, I like to make it as easy as possible for the buyer to consider my listing over the next listing. Do that by way of nice pictures, a really in-depth description about the product, but also the price. So I list all of my products at the absolute price I want to get for the item, and I say free shipping. So for this MAC lipstick, say it's permanent color, I want to charge $15 for this. $15 free shipping, knowing that eBay is going to take a small slice off the top of that price and PayPal will take a small slice off the top of that price. So you're going to earn about, depending on the fees, I don't know, $13.50 back on your item. You then need to consider how much it's going to cost you to ship this item. So what I recommend if you're sending beauty products or lightweight fashion items like say a scarf or a t-shirt, I love padded envelopes because they're small, they're not bulky, they're thin and very, very lightweight. So this is not going to give you any extra packaging bulkage, but they are bubble lined, so it's going to protect your item on the inside. So with the lipstick, you know, I drop it in, write a thank you note, pop it in, I'll seal it up, tape it shut, put my address on it, and once this is packed and ready to go, and my buyer has bought it, paid me through PayPal, I, you know, maybe have 3 days to ship it or whatever you set up on eBay, you can set that up to your liking. I then take this to the post office, and they have these self-serve machines at the post office. It's so super duper simple. What you're going to do is get in line for one of those machines. You're going to put your item on the scale, and you will select, I want to ship a package, padded envelope, and then you'll punch in the zip code of your buyer, and that will be in the eBay app. And then you'll know, it will tell you, you know, do you want to do it regular mail? Regular mail is the cheapest, and within the US that's going to take, I don't know, 3 business days. It's not a long time for just a simple little package like this. And in my experience, if you're shipping a lipstick or something else really light, it's going to cost you about $1. And these padded envelopes, if you buy them in bulk, it's going to cost you about 50 to 75 cents. So already off this MAC lipstick that I'm charging $15 US for, I lose $1. Let's round up for $1 on the envelope. Let's round up $1 on the shipping, and then the eBay fee and the PayPal fee. So you're gonna lose a couple dollars in the transaction, so you should definitely consider that in pricing your item and if it's really worth your time or worth selling. So then, you know, once you go through the walkthrough, that's it. Just your regular cheapest shipping. It'll print out the shipping label. You'll stick it to your mailer. You write in the person's address from the eBay app because it's only going to print out the city, state, and their postal code. So from there, I would then just drop it in the designated mailbox at the post office, and then you're done. In the eBay app, you'll then want to mark your item as shipped so your buyer knows that the product has been dropped off and it's on the way. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of rambling, but I hope this gives you some help. For a couple of power user features that you might want to consider if you are selling some things on eBay that you can take advantage of are the push notifications. So if you are listing items, I usually list my items as, you know, just a regular sale price, but you can change your listing to auction. So not everything on eBay is set up as an auction, but if you do set up an auction, you can enable push notifications. So you can get notifications when somebody places a bid, when somebody checks out, when somebody buys your order, when your money comes through. You want to set up these notifications so they work for you if you like getting the push notifications on your phone, or if you prefer getting the notifications by email. Definitely visit your notification settings so you can be alerted when important stuff happens on your eBay account. Another power user feature you'll want to mark if you are selling items and you don't have time to maintain your kind of own store. Like if you're just doing this to clear out space in your makeup collection or in your closet at home, you want to mark your items as final sale because you don't want to have to deal with returns unless you have the bandwidth to deal with returns. So make sure you mark your items as final sale, and make sure you mark your items as only available for sale in the US. International shipping is very expensive, and it could eliminate any chance of margin that you would make on the item that you have for sale if you're selling stuff for, say, under $15. I mean, even under $10, you're not making a lot of money if you are shipping even to Canada or outside the US from an American's perspective. Just make sure you're looking at that setting and setting it to where you want to ship. In my case, I only ship within the US. And the US includes Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico. So like I mentioned, most of the things I sell in these padded plain envelopes that you can buy at Target or at Walgreens, wherever you shop. Look in the stationery aisle, you'll find these, and obviously you're going to save a little money if you buy these in bulk. So at Target, I think you can get like a 6 or 8 pack of these for $2.99, so you're saving a lot of money. If you go to Walgreens and buy just a single, you know, 6-inch or whatever this is, padded envelope, it's going to cost you in downtown San Francisco close to $2. So I'm getting a huge savings if I'm buying in bulk at Target. So you want to, you know, go cheap on your supplies. You also want to stock up on packaging tape. That can get kind of expensive when a roll kind of starts at $4 or $5. So you want to buy that in bulk if you can. When you're shipping stuff that's fragile, just remember that these only have a little bit of bubble wrap lining on the inside. So if you're shipping something, I don't know, like a nail polish or something like that, maybe wrap it in another little scrap of bubble wrap or tissue paper that you might have, say, from your other online purchases. Alright, you know, whenever I buy something online and I get extra bubble wrap, I will save it for my eBay selling, just so I don't have to go and buy that and spend money out of pocket for my eBay supplies, because that takes away from the profit I get from this. But just kind of keep that in mind, and I totally recommend like setting up like a bin. This is how I kind of keep my stuff organized. If I list something on eBay, I put it in the bin. When I get supplies, I put that in the bin. So I kind of have my eBay box and my Poshmark box that are ready to go. When I make a sale, I can easily find the item that I listed. I can easily find the packing materials, the Sharpies, the bubble wrap, the tape, whatever I need. It's all there contained in that box, and I don't have to like tear my apartment upside down to find the lipstick that I sold. And you know, you want to make it, since you're not making a ton of money off this is not a get rich quick kind of scheme. Make your eBay selling work for you. You don't have to work for it. You know what I mean? So just don't make it so it's like a huge chore to like do all the wrapping, the listing, the selling. Just streamline it so it's easy for you and it's worth your time. The last thing I wanted to cover are flat rate boxes. So in my case, when I was selling textbooks in college, textbooks are very heavy and they're not too fragile. So what I would do is I would sell maybe a textbook for $40 or $50 used, and then I would ship it in a flat rate box. So the post office has some boxes that they provide for free. So you want to look for those when you go to the post office. The only catch is that you have to send them USPS. So you have to send them through the US Postal Service. You cannot take those boxes and then go ship at FedEx or UPS. That's against the rules. So the post office has these boxes and they're labeled flat rate boxes. And they have small, medium, large, and they have these other dimensions that you can get. If your post office is out of stock of these, you can actually go on their website and order them for free, and they'll ship them to your house or your office or wherever in 7 to 10 business days. And in my area in San Francisco, they're always out of these boxes at the post office. I think people just grab multiple more than they need and take them home. So I always order them so I have them on hand. Again, keep them in a designated area so it's neat and organized so you have them when you need it. The flat rate boxes are great if you're shipping heavy things. So if you're shipping something like a textbook, maybe a pair of shoes, something that has a little more weight to it, and these boxes are flat rate, meaning the medium box I think is like $15 or $12 to $15. That means whatever you can fit inside that box, no matter the weight, the post office will ship it. Now they do have some technical things you have to agree to. There can't be like firearms or explosives or flammable materials in the box, but you know, you can send a pair of shoes or a textbook in these flat rate boxes and you'll save a lot of money on the shipping, because if you were to go the route of packing a textbook in, let's say, a larger padded envelope, it would probably get damaged, one, and then two, your shipping costs would be based on weight and not by size or not by the flat rate boxes. So use the flat rate boxes if you have an item that's a little more bulky or is a little more heavy and it's really not economical or efficient to ship it by weight. You'll want to use a flat rate box. Alright, so I think that's about it for my eBay selling tips. I know this video is a little bit all over the place, but like I said, people ask me about this all the time, and the only way I can kind of explain it is kind of like tell you the full 9 yards. So I hope this helped you wherever you are. If you have a question, I will try and do my best to answer it. If you leave it in a comment below, I will tell you from my experience, you know, what I think, and hopefully I can help you out. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again next time in my next video. Bye!